Aram,
Yes.
after you have destroyed me in 30 Blitz games, I didn't want to interview you, but I will still do that. And I
Thank you.
appreciate that you take the time for me because you could do something else now. So I'm really, really grateful.
Thank you.
I met you the first time in Biel in 2024, and you were having a quite good tournament.
25.
25, yes,
Yes.
you're right. 20,
Last year.
Last year it was,
Yes,
yeah. And you had a good tournament.
Yes.
It was quite decent results. And then I lost track of you, but we met again at the Bundesliga. You're playing for?
Heimbach.
Heimbach, exactly. We've met like here and there, like said hello and something like this. And this was the very first time you played for Heimbach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, the last 3 rounds I managed to play. Before that, it was really... I mean, I play a lot of tournaments, so it's hard to, combine both Bundesliga and some round-robin tournaments, because usually when you are invited to some strong event, you accept, and then, you find out that it's during Bundesliga. So but I'm glad that I managed to play 3 games, and now I feel connection to my team. I want to do well next year, and I want my team to be stronger. And actually, next season, I believe we will have a stronger team. Like, we will have some new players coming, but I won't say who.
Oh!
No, I actually won't. I mean, I also try to invite them. They talk to my captain and so on.
I see.
And I want the team to do well, yeah.
Nice. Now, the lucky part about all of this is that the Bundesliga end round was in Berlin, and Berlin is not that far away from Hamburg, so finally the decision was made. You're coming here to our ChessBase studio in Hamburg.
Yes.
And record your very first ChessBase training course. What is it about? What can we await?
Yes, so actually I would like to say that I wanted to do a course before, like I believe 2025. I was already thinking about it, but again, just coming for the course to Hamburg is a long way, and I thought I might combine it with the Bundesliga whenever I'm playing in Germany. So that's how I did, and the course is about Marshall and Ruy Lopez. So basically I'm covering everything that is happening after move 3, bishop b5. Can we show on the board?
Absolutely.
Yes. Do they see it?
Yes.
Yes, so e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, and bishop b5. And this is where the course begins. After a6, well, I cover bishop c6 and all the other stuff after bishop a4. To be honest, I had some of the material, and actually a lot of ideas are very exciting to me as well. So yeah, I think it's a good course.
Yeah, you mentioned that. And that what is important to note is, of course, this is from the perspective of the black player.
Yes.
So kind of like how to defend against all
yes,
those
I think,
theorems.
how to equalize. In some cases, we get some sharp positions, but no, I really like, because I always try to find something fairly new. So I'm not recommending something that is already very well known. And if I do, no, I actually try to avoid like the main lines all the time, just to recommend something that is solid and not very well known.
Yeah.
So you can surprise your opponent and not be, I think it's very important to manage to surprise your opponent and get some position where you know what you are doing, but your opponent is not that aware of, what's going on.
Looking forward to that. Everyone can have a little bit more of Ruy Lopez knowledge, especially as the black player, which might come in very
handy. It is the best move, e4, e5. So you should study.
We've hung around here and there. We've done some things together, but I also tried to avoid asking you about how you came to chess, how your life was, and all of that, because I wanted to save this for the interview. Because I'm genuinely curious of how your chess life began. It started in Armenia. That's one thing to say. But at which age did you begin playing chess?
Yeah, actually, it's an interesting story, because I was 5 years old. I mean, actually, my dad had a very good laptop for these ages. I think it was 2006, maybe.
You're born in 2001,
yeah?
So you're 25 years old. This
Yes.
is just for context.
Yes.
You look like 26, so I wanted to...
for some, I look 30 as well. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, I'm 25. It's just the beard.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, actually, when I was 5, I mean, before that, my dad had a laptop which had a lot of games in it.
Which
And-
games?
No, like backgammon
board
and
games.
so on. Yeah, board games. Yeah,
mhm.
but he had very good laptop for like 2006, and I was playing chess. I knew a little bit the moves. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I was 5, I was supposed to go to a school, but I was a wild kid, so I jumped from very high place, and I don't know why, and I broke my leg.
Ow.
Yeah, and so I didn't go to school, and then I had to do something else at home. So I learned how to play chess more, and then I was actually quite lucky that I got a very good coach. My first coach was very good. He's international master. Yes.
Put a pin in this, but I need to ask you, why chess? Why not backgammon? Why not poker or whatever? There were a lot of games, as you said. What was the
I mean, I
fascinating
just
thing
liked,
about chess?
Yeah, I just liked the chess. I believe we also had a chess board at home.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. I mean, my dad is around, like, I mean, he knows how to play. He never played for I mean, he never played professionally, but yeah.
But you
I
had
mean, like,
some decent
yeah,
chess
a lot of
knowledge.
Armenians, know how to play chess. Yeah, it's a very common game.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
and yeah, I was lucky. I went to a chess school, and my first coach was very good. I'm still in touch with him. His name is Aram, and yeah, he really gave me the good knowledge, and I worked with him till I was 12.
Oh, wow. So how many years? That's more than 6.
Yes, yeah, a lot, yeah. And then I had 2 coaches. I was still working with him as well, but I had the grandmaster coach Ashot Anastasian, who sadly passed away.
Yes.
But
that name
he
rings a
gave
bell.
me more boost, more confidence. I learned some classical play with him. We learned a lot of openings, and basically, with working with him, after 4 months, after 4 or 5 months, I became world champion under 12. So I had the potential, but I needed to have him as a coach to, to give some confidence as well.
So people noticed, you noticed, everybody noticed there's more to chess than that's just a fun game to play. You were really nailing it. You were so good at it that people were acknowledging, oh, this guy needs a grandmaster as another coach to get your chess to a new level. What was the secret for you becoming so good? Was it very diligent hard work, or was it just something which you were natural in? You just were able to play chess, it was effortless.
No, actually it was, I wouldn't say it was hard work, because I think hard work is now, to be honest. Like, now I feel like I have to work on chess, but at the time it was just pure passion. I mean, now I'm 25. There are a lot of things to do in life. Yeah, I mean, but for example, when you are a kid, you don't have to worry about anything. So I was just reading books of world champions. I mean, and I was just studying chess all the time. I mean, I still study chess a lot, but it is hard to have the same joy when you are a kid, because when you are a kid you don't think about anything else in life and you just read the books. I mean, that's how I was, and I knew all the classical games, like the well-known at least games from the world champions, and a lot of people were surprised, like during the training camps they were putting, for example, position where white had the bishop on c3 and bishop on d3, and I said that it's a game between Petrosian and Smyslov, where Petrosian plays queen a4 with the idea to play queen g4, and they were like, okay, the guy knows everything.
Wow.
And I actually thought everybody is the same until I went to some training camp. It was organized by Aronian and Gabriel Sargsyan. Yeah, they had a school. And then I realized that I actually know quite a lot. Yeah, and it also gave me some confidence. And yeah, I think it was just, at first it was just pure passion, yeah. Like I was working harder than everybody, I think.
Okay, but the hard work, that was just springing off because you were just enjoying getting better at chess, the winning was fun, stuff like that.
No, I was not working hard to, I don't know, become. I mean, I was not working hard to become, I don't know, 2200 or world champion or anything like that. Yeah, I just liked the game.
So what was your rating when you were 12 years old? Do you remember?
Yes, I was. I mean, I remember very well because that's when I became world champion. I was rated 2015, and I mean, in Armenia you don't play a lot of events.
Sure.
Traveling was very hard at the time.
So you were a bit underrated after all.
Yeah, I mean, very, because after that, well, I won the world championship.
Yeah.
And after that, I got a sponsor for one tournament. I mean, for two tournaments, actually, in Greece. And I managed to become like 2300 in less than probably 7 months.
Big jump forward.
Yeah.
Now, the World Championship U12, in which country was that?
It was in UAE.
I see.
Aligned,
Okay.
yeah, aligned, Syria aligned.
And do you remember some of the other players who were you were competing?
Yeah, no, I mean, my age category was quite good. Of course, after that, like 2-3 years, let's say, the new generation is even better, like with Gukesh and...
True, yeah.
But at the time, mine was also really strong. But now that I look back, I mean, the generation now is stronger, yeah. It was... I played against Amin Tabatabe.
Yeah, strong.
He's very good now. Bogdan Deak Daniel was also playing.
Very strong. Also, 2,700s meanwhile.
Yes, I played with both of them in that tournament. Andrei Yesipenko, of course,
another 2-7
was playing. No, I mean, it was
quite a strong field.
I mean, it was
indeed.
talented field. Yeah, definitely. I mean, my friend Sean Sargisyan was also playing. But he was like 2002, so it was a bit hard for him to play when he was like 11. He plays with under. I mean, when he plays with 12 years old, so it's a bit tough, yeah. But yeah, a lot of good players. I mean, I was rated number 30, I think.
Wow.
But I mean, I knew it's possible, and yeah, I mean, I was playing quite well. I think the last round I had to make a draw to win the title, so no one could catch me, and I had a winning position, and my opponent offered draw, and I said, "Yep, why not?"
I'll take it.
But I
It's
still
the world champion
remember
title.
the memory that I went to bed before the last round, and I never won any medal before that. I was like, "Yeah, but even if I lose, I'm second, and that's already good." I was like,
Wow.
"It's not a tragedy, yeah, if something like that happens."
It's a good mindset, yeah.
And I was very calm. Actually, now I remember it's very hard to be that calm even now. Probably I didn't understand the pressure or anything, but
Maybe not, yeah. Maybe there was also just nothing to lose. You were, as you said, you were set to position 30, so you were just whatever, I'll just try. I'll just do my best.
Just enjoying, to be honest.
So what happened then? Of course, now that was a big boost in your also fame. I mean, chess in Armenia, let's talk about this a little bit, because as you mentioned already, that in Armenia, chess is something which almost every kid probably learns in their young age, in schools and stuff like that. When you grew up and when you were also learning it in school, what was...
No.
It
was not the case when I was studying.
I see, okay.
Also, I think they learn, I'm not sure, to be honest, but I think they learn from first grade to 5th or 6th. But it got into school when I was already older, yeah?
I see. But the chess history of Armenia is quite big. Who were your idols, or who were you looking up to in that time?
Well, I mean, obviously Petrosyan, and I was looking at his games, but I mean, also my favorite players were Capablanca and Botvinnik, and my style at the time was also very similar to, I was sort of trying to play like them. But from Armenian players, at first I liked, of course, Vladimir Hakobyan. I mean, I knew every single game of his, and then he became my coach, so it was quite special.
That is special.
And now we are, in very good terms. I can call him an old friend, but and of course Levon as well was very special to me. But I actually think that when I was a kid, every grandmaster for me was like, wow, like I was looking up to them and so on. Now I don't think kids are like that anymore, which is not good, I think. But yeah, that was the way how it worked out. Of course, after becoming world champion, it was clear that I should continue with chess, because before that I was just winning Armenian championship or second, yeah, depends. After that, it was clear that I should already continue with chess. Yeah.
I'll continue with that in a moment. But why is it bad for children to not look up to grandmasters anymore, as you mentioned?
I think it was good for me because I wanted to be like them. I wanted to be a good player. I mean, of course, as a kid, I was thinking that, wow, becoming grandmaster is must be so hard. They must be very smart and so on. But then you find out that it's not really the case.
They're just humans.
Yeah,
like you and me.
Yeah, let's not go very deep, because if we go very deep, they might not be smart. Yeah.
I understand.
No, I mean, chess players are smart, of course.
Yeah.
Jokes aside, they might not be very knowledgeable, but overall they're smart. Yeah.
Okay, so back to the age of 12, you won the world championship. Armenia is a little bit aware that we might have a new superstar in the Armenian rows, and what is happening next? Do you get like some other benefits except the sponsorships?
No, yeah, actually, that period of time, everybody knew that me, Haik Martirosyan, and Shan Sargsyan, we are going to be the next big things. They probably had a bit higher expectations of us, but yeah, it's sort of another topic, yeah. But they knew that we will be GMs. I could feel that. And they also tell us now that, yeah, when you guys were kids, we knew that you guys gonna be GMs for sure. And no, I mean, I got some salary monthly after that for 1 year.
Oh, yeah.
But in Armenia, you have to win world championship medal to get salary every year. Yeah, and that was a bit helpful, but nothing life changing. Yeah, it was just more that it was just more the confidence that okay, I can play good chess. Yeah.
Do you remember what it was invested for mostly? New coaches or traveling or?
No, it was not a lot. No, it was, you couldn't hire a coach with that amount.
Unfortunately, okay. Now, when did you meet?
I also had a coach, yeah.
You had a coach
anyway, I had a coach already.
When did you meet Haik Martirosyan the first time?
Actually, probably in Jermuk, when we were 8 years old, 7.
Yeah, another place in Armenia, as I learned, which doesn't have an airport. Even though Google Maps shows it. A beautiful place.
Yeah,
that's what I also learned.
They had this airport there. But yeah, we grew up together with him and Shant. And actually, the coach that I had, I was in the same group with Haik and Shant. So we were working all the time. And after training, we were hanging out together as well.
So it was kind of you three, the new superstars, perhaps, eventually, maybe. And after all, yes, it was true.
Yeah, then after some years, I think I was the one who left the group.
Oh.
I mean, I thought that I need some new chapter in my life.
Okay.
And then Shant as well. I think he.
Well, then it wasn't. Yeah. After that, it wasn't a group anymore.
No, because I felt like I already had enough.
I see.
Like I already got.
Everything out of it, what you could
from him, and now I need some new chapter, new training partner, and that's what happened. Yeah.
Oh, how old were you then?
Probably I left when I was 14.
So roughly 2 years later, after all, yeah.
Most likely. Yeah.
I see. And what did Haik and Shant say to that? Were they okay? Were they understanding, or were they a bit like, "Come on"?
No, they were. They were okay. To be honest, with the coach, we had some. Also misunderstandings on certain topics.
Okay.
But now, I mean, I don't have any regrets, to be honest. I think I made the right choice. Then I started to work with Vladimir. And
Vladimir Hakobyan.
Yes.
Not another Vladimir.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, there are so many, and it was, again, very interesting. But then I think he had to go to UAE to work with Salem. Yes, he was his coach for
Salih Saleh.
yes, very long time. And then I was without a coach for some time, I believe.
I need to quickly ask you, you mentioned earlier Vladimir Hakobyan was one of your kind of heroes, or like, know, every game
Well,
you ever played.
Every game,
So you
yeah,
met
almost.
him, and how was it compared to what you were expecting? Was it everything you could wish for, or were you like, oh wow, he's so different that I would expect he would be?
No, I mean, even to this day, I still don't feel like super comfortable next to him because I have a huge respect towards him.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but though the first time, because I trained with him 2 periods of time. Like the first period was really special, and he was mostly working with me, and I believe with Petrosian Manuel. He's also very strong grandmaster. Maybe we had someone else in the group. Now I don't remember, but it was quite different from what I had previously. He was giving us some positions. He's very much into end games. Actually, I think he even wrote a book about, like he creates studies, for example. Which is quite special because when you are a grandmaster, that's not usually what you do.
Yeah.
But he's really passionate about end games and a lot of dynamical puzzles and so on. So it was interesting. I mean, his approach to chess was interesting, like his mindset. So it was quite special. But then he had to go to UAE. And then I went to another chess school, which is closed now, unfortunately, where it was Armenian school, with Gabriel Sargsyan. But they had many grandmaster coaches, and I was working with Arman Pashikyan, who is the head coach of the Armenian national team right now. Yes, I worked with him for some time, and and then I went to USA, which is already new. I mean, after some time, without a coach.
So we have to catch up with all of this. So first, I need to ask you, in that time, in that period between, let's say, 12 and 16-ish, something like this, 17 maybe, your life was mostly based around chess. You were still living in Yerevan, in the capital of Armenia. Was there anything else you were doing besides playing chess, like taking long walks, or did you have any sport for balance, or was it really just chess, and nothing else?
I went swimming.
Swimming?
Yeah, for some time. I also, at home, I was working out from time to time, like trying to build myself, but it was mostly chess, but also now that I look back, I would change a lot of things, to be honest. I mean, there are a lot of things that I wish I knew back then, but it's okay.
Can you name one or two?
I mean, the way of working, for example, not playing all these youth events, although it was sort of necessary, but it was also a little bit of waste of time, in my opinion. I think also trying to find a sponsor when you are very young is much easier. So many things, but it's okay. It's life is such. You get older, and then you look back, and then you're like, I could do this. It means you're getting smarter.
But you seem to reflect on those decisions too, which is not a bad thing, I think. I'm also curious, when was the very first time you discovered the ChessBase software?
I was probably 8 years old.
Jeez, wow. Do you remember which version?
I definitely had ChessBase 10.
Oh, wow.
I think ChessBase 9 maybe was the first. But I definitely had ChessBase 10. Like, for sure, I had ChessBase 10.
You kind of, it means you grew up with it almost,
Yes, but the fun part was that I loved looking at the games, but I loved looking at pictures as well of the players, because I never met them online, and it was a good way to see how this person looks.
That's so funny.
Now that I look back, of course, you can Google them. but as a child,
No, but if you
ChessBase-
have, yeah, but it
Yeah.
makes more sense. You have this platform which is all around your chest.
Yes,
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
look at the pictures. You
Yes.
have everything what you want to. Yeah, I
yeah, I
understand.
knew all the pictures of everybody. I don't
Yeah,
know,
I
from
was
the top, yeah.
I was looking at statistics most of the time. Absolutely useless, but I love statistics. So I was just
statistics,
like
yeah.
looking at like how
Yeah,
many
I was
games were
looking at
played
the
with
cross
this and that.
tables
Yeah, yeah.
of tournaments. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's so
no,
much
I
fun.
enjoyed ChessBase at the time. Yeah. Now, of
that's
course,
nice.
I don't use. I mean, I use
You
it
not
for
look
my
at photos anymore.
Yes, yeah. I just use for my own files and so on.
Sure, of course. Okay, let's get back because now that's a very interesting chapter of your life. You said you're going to the U.S. So, how, why, what happened? What, like, were you at this? It was like around
2018, I believe. Yeah.
2018, yeah.
2018,
So,
I was
yeah.
17.
So you were probably like really thinking like chess or no chess, right? Now it's a matter of
Actually,
career.
No, not really. Actually, my parents are they are quite smart overall, and I'm very lucky to have them as my parents. Yeah.
May I ask what they are doing?
Both of them are like doctors. They have the PhDs in different aspects, of course. My mom, both of them teach as well. But my dad is an astrophysicist,
Yeah.
and my mom is a teacher. She's teaching like IT related stuff in many universities in Armenia. And yeah, that's how it is.
Nice. I didn't even ask. Do you have siblings?
Yes, I have two sisters.
Two sisters.
Yes, and they all, I mean, they are also quite good at their job. They do IT stuff, yeah. It's, I don't know very deep what they do, but yeah.
Older, younger, or you're in between?
8 years and 7 years older than me, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a jump. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
And were they ever confronted with chess as well, or that
No,
was
no,
never
no.
one
Yeah,
of their
yeah.
things, right?
No, we were, my whole family, like we sort of were into math. But I was the only one who was not into it. And my
black
dad, yeah, hates that I don't like math, but it's okay.
I think so too. It turned
yeah.
out well.
No, yeah, that's why. Yeah, I was speaking about it because they always said that you shouldn't, like, you should go to a proper university because the way how it works in Armenia is that you go to a university which is for the athletes, and you don't really study there much, to be honest. Like you study chess, like, and yeah, you don't have to study chess when you are already a chess player, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I had to make a decision, and there was this thing that people go outside and they get scholarship in US, and you can play from the chess team. And I also got some offers from different universities, but I ended up at Webster because they had a very strong team. Yes.
What was it called, please?
Webster
Webster.
University.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it was in St. Louis as well, so I knew that St. Louis is a, you know,
Chess
is the
capital.
chess capital of US. And when I went there, they had 16 players, and I was rated number 9.
Wow.
I was 20.
Wow.
Yes, I was 2550.
Do you remember who else was there?
Oh yes, the first was Lazaro Bruzon.
Yeah.
And all of them are my good friends right now,
Nice.
and some of them I miss very much because they are in US. And, Lazaro Bruzon was there. He was at the time around 26, 60, 70. Ilya Nizhnik from Ukraine. He's in US for a very long time. He was also, actually, while I was there, he was almost 2,700 at some point.
Poof.
Yeah, I mean, now I think he's not doing very well, but yeah, I mean, overall, very talented guy. Quesada Yuneski Perez, also a good friend of mine from Cuba, around 2,600 again.
Wow.
Benjamin Gledura.
Yeah, Benjamin.
And we studied
Hungary.
together, yes.
You studied together. Nice.
Yes, I mean, we went together from the first year, and we also came back together. He was also 2650. Alexanderman was my roommate. He was also 2640.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of GMs. Yeah,
Wow, what a
Emilio
chess.
Cordova. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like, and John Burke as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, John was a tiny bit higher rated than
Yeah.
me. Yeah, but also very talented guy.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it was great atmosphere. We
Yeah,
had
I can
four
imagine.
teams. Yeah.
So, how did that studying go? What were you, first of all, what were you studying?
Yes, at first I picked international relations, and then I realized that in order to be politics, you don't need to study international relations.
Oh.
No, I mean I'm joking, but I just didn't like it. Yeah, I thought. No, really. Actually, what I said is a joke, of course, but in some ways,
there is some truth in it,
yeah,
obviously.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I picked management. If I could pick again, I might pick finance.
Yeah,
But it was quite similar to what I studied. Yes.
So, what made you decide for the political career path? Were you always like very interested in the news and the political things which were happening in Armenia, but also in the US, or?
I mean, I follow generally.
Yeah.
Like I know what's going on, but no, I don't want to make it a career. Yeah.
Yeah,
let's
I
put it
got
this way. Yeah. I mean, at least not anytime soon. I don't know what the future will bring. But yeah, I'm not into it. I think I like more finance world. Like, I really enjoy it. Yeah.
So then you were in the US, in St. Louis. You were studying for, I don't know how many years, 3?
4 or 5.
4?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
4.5. Maybe.
Wow. And then you were done. And you decided it's time to go back.
Yes. Yes. Actually, it was. It was quite tough because I was there during COVID as well.
Of course.
And I couldn't go back, so I was basically isolated in the campus by myself.
Wow.
And yeah, it was overall a hard period because when you are sick, there is no one to take care of you. You have to do all the stuff by yourself.
Dude.
So as an experience, it was great as well because I learned a lot of things. And now I know that if I'm alone by myself in some country, I'm quite comfortable.
You can survive.
Yeah, I can survive. Yeah.
Wow.
And
it's a good message here.
Yeah. And yeah, I finished university in 2024, I believe. I did not attend to my graduation.
Okay.
Because I was playing a tournament on chess.com.
Well,
and
it's important.
It was one of these divisions, and I still remember that I beat Fabiano in a match.
Wow.
And I was extremely happy. And next day, during my graduation day, I think I lost to Daniel Dubov and I got eliminated, but I don't regret it. It was way more fun than
attending the graduation.
Yes,
yeah,
I think
probably
so.
you're right with that.
Because,
What did they say? Did they say like, Aram, not again?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they said.
You don't know? You never spoke with them again?
No, I just left. I went to Armenia back, and
were you first living at your family's place, or?
Yes. And of course, for some period of time, it was not easy to adjust because you lived completely different life in US, and now you are coming to a completely different culture. I mean, of course, it's my culture, and I know the culture, but I mean, 4 or 5 years is
you realize
a lot of
couple
time.
of things what are different.
Yeah, like I was changed, of course. I see things differently. I mean, I went there when I was 18, and I came back when I was 23 years old. So it's 5 years is a lot of time.
Oh, so what did that make of you? Did you think like, oh, do I even want to stay here, or do I want to go to a different country again, maybe?
No, I mean, I always knew that I want to live in my country. It's one of the topics that is very painful for me, that Armenians are looking for a home outside. And
interesting.
Yeah, I don't like it. I think Armenia and Yerevan is my hometown, and that's where I see myself living always. Even though I appreciate everything that I had in St. Louis, because I was living in a very good area, like very safe, green, sunny. Yeah, I mean it was really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't feel at home no matter how long you stay. That's how I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why when I came back, I was quite happy, and to this day, I also am very happy that I'm in Armenia because my family is there, my soon-to-be wife is there.
Yes, yes, that's a very exciting new
And,
chapter for you.
Yes, my friends. Yeah, so it's yeah, I'm very happy that I'm back.
Now, then you came back, and then there was still this open decision. Is it yet now what is happening next? Are you still going? Are you going to advance in chess now? Are you going to take the step to attack again, get up to the 2,700 maybe even, or what was going through your head?
Yeah, so actually, while I was in the US, I went to Webster because it was good for my chess, I thought. Other universities were offering me much better conditions at that moment. Way better. Like, it's not even comparable.
Oh.
But I was not very smart when I was young. No, I mean, I was like,
maybe.
yes, I was like, no, but this is good for my chess, but I didn't understand like that, let's say, the amount of money I had was really not enough to live in US. I was very lucky that I got invited to tournaments.
But what about the others, the other chess players who were there? They had the same?
No, they were getting better because at Webster we had a rule that if you are 2,600, you get everything, yeah? Like you get some sort of, salary. And I was 2,550, yes.
Oh, that is
But
rough.
yes, but different universities were offering me better conditions.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, this is the place for chess, yeah?
Yeah.
And even though it was hard the first months, but I was working very hard, and the tournaments I played, I managed to make some money, and then they saw my potential, and they increased my scholarship.
Okay.
And after some period of time, I already crossed 2,600, and they gave me everything, yeah?
Thank God.
I think even before
they
crossing 2,600, they were like, okay, he's good.
I see,
yeah.
fair enough. So they saw the potential. Good.
Yes, yeah. And that's why I was always into chess. I mean, in US it was just hard to play.
Yeah.
So I was mostly in my room playing online, which was, to be honest, quite enjoyable as well. Because I was always living with another grandmaster. I was playing with them, practicing. I was always like...
you never gave up on chess all the time.
Yeah, it did not even
Almost
cross
the
my mind.
opposite. You even skipped the graduation to play chess.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, well, that's a big sign.
So in Armenia, I was also coming back to continue. And about the goals, I always used to have goals in my mind. But I mean, after speaking to Levon I spoke with him a couple of times about this topic.
Sure.
He basically gave me a good advice to just not think about it, not think about certain ratings and so on, and just try to get better and enjoy the game, right? Because just try to play good chess every game, and that's without thinking that I should win or I should make a draw or anything like that, yeah?
Okay.
And to be honest, since I'm with that mindset, my results also have improved. And after that, I won like 2 tournaments, round robins, and also in World Championship in the Blitz. I had 0 out of 2. Rough start, yeah? And I was playing not against top players, yeah?
Some other players might have already left.
Yeah, and round 3 I was also losing.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it was actually very strange. But I was not tilting. And that was because of our conversation.
Wow.
And last round I was playing on board 2. Yeah. And I could actually win a medal if I won the last game. But basically, I think it's something that I work on still, the mindset change. But yeah, I definitely see some improvement. Yeah, because many of us, we want just the result, but we want it way too much, probably.
Mm.
So that's why now I'm thinking, yeah, it's just better to play chess, try to get better, and just enjoy the process without wanting, oh, I should beat this guy, or if I lose, it's embarrassing. So I think these thoughts are not helping. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's nice. Okay, and now you're going, here and there. You're playing some more tournaments. What is happening in the future? Which tournaments are you attending in the next weeks, months, even?
Yes. So I have the tournament in Armenia, in Jermuk.
Yeah.
Yes, as you already know. It's called Stepanavakian Memorial. It's going to be quite a strong event. It's already traditional. I think it's the 6th, 7th time.
So if I read correctly, Nihal Sarin will be part of it, and Sam Sivian, I think, and Aravind, yeah.
Yes.
So like a lot of 2,700 potential.
Yes, no, it's always very strong tournament.
Yeah, crazy.
And I like that the organizer, the Chess Academy of Armenia, they always invite young and ambitious players.
Great.
I think you will not be able to find in this tournament history someone who is not like someone who gave up on chess, or someone who is like, I don't know, 35 years old, is playing here and there. Yeah, it's always young, very ambitious field all the time.
Nice.
Probably this year, like Saleh is the oldest participant, I think. But okay, I mean, his play is his style is very unique, yeah?
It is.
Yes.
And he always fascinates by staying, like going down on the 2,600, but then also coming back and being super strong. So
yes, yeah.
quite
Oh,
fascinating.
he's very talented,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And yeah, it's a great field this year as well. It's always very challenging field.
So that's something to look forward to.
Yes, and that's the only tournament I have at the moment.
I see,
yes,
okay.
to be honest. And this year, I hope I will play some more Bundesliga games in the next season. And
in the meantime, work hard on chess.
Yes.
Now, you mentioned something about the sponsorships, which was also interesting because, after all, you mentioned, the younger you are, the more chances you have to get a sponsorship. But do you think there is any chance for you to still get a sponsorship? And if so, how? And what are the steps you can take for getting this? Because chess, to be a chess professional is very, very, very hard.
Yes, it is hard. And unfortunately, at the moment, I'm not the only one in Armenia who does not have a support.
Also, yeah.
I mean, probably last 5-6 years, we did not have a coach from outside Armenia. Even more, actually. So it's like you always work with people whom you know.
Yeah.
But you know what you know their style. It's not like they offer some unique method of working, yeah? But I think in general, it's a very good idea to work with different people because you learn new style, new way of working on chess from each person. Yeah, so that's why I think it's very important. But about the sponsor, it's a very complicated situation because there is a political aspect to that as well. But also in Armenia at the moment, chess is not as hot as it used to be.
Yeah.
And in many other countries, for example, if you are number 2, number 3 by rating, you get a lot of support. But these are very few countries, actually. Probably we can name 10, but that's maximum 10, yeah? I don't know, probably Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan. But for example, even in Germany, I think it's number 3 player, for example.
Yep.
I don't think they get a lot.
Very, very difficult in Germany.
It's a global issue, I think. Yeah, it's not very easy to convince someone that I would like to have, let's say, $100,000 for representing Armenia and getting better at chess, and they don't see the result instantly, of course. So that's why it's not easy overall, yeah.
Yeah, rough, but still you keep on fighting, and still probably chess will always be part of your life, right? That's a
Yes.
clear decision no matter what happens, I guess.
Yes.
Couple of things now. That's super, super nice already. I'm enjoying this interview a lot, and I learned a lot about you. So, what is your absolute favorite chess book,
Wow.
if you have one?
No, I have many, to be honest. But
Is there one which you were recently getting back to, or rereading it, or?
to be honest, the last book, like if we are talking about chess
Yeah.
as the games we see, because there is also the book Seven Deadly Chess Sins. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was recommended by Levon, and it has some good points there. I probably should read it one more time, I think. It's an interesting book, yeah.
Okay.
It talks about a lot of psychological issues that are common
Sounds
in chess.
like.
Yes. But last, I enjoyed a lot book of Anand games. Yeah, it was just his games with commentaries, and yeah, it was really fun. I don't know, I was enjoying it a lot.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, I enjoyed the Tournament of New York. It was a blue book. I still have it. It was basically Alekhine, Capablanca. It was just two tournaments where all these guys were playing. One of them was won by Capablanca. Another, I believe, he was not participating. Alekhine won, and I was enjoying this book a lot when I was a kid. And yeah, I mean, I enjoy I enjoy both Phoenix games. Like if there is a book, I mean, it was in Russian, so very easy for me to read because
You grew up speaking Russian, kind of.
No, not speaking, but I
Learning Russian.
yes, I learning Russian, and also, I mean, reading and understanding is much easier for me than speaking. But yeah, I understand it very well, and yeah, there is no special book that I would say. I mean, like Jacob Augard is writing good books nowadays, but yeah, there is no book that I look at it and I'm like, wow, this is something
Gotcha.
crazy.
But you gave some good recommendations.
Yeah.
And for our ChessBase users at home who are also watching this interview and they go like, oh, I think I want to also get a bit better in chess, and I'm still young, and or even if I'm old and I have the potential, I'm like 1800, 2000 rated or something, what would be an advice you can give to those people who are using the ChessBase software, what to do with the software to develop their chess the best?
Yeah, I think studying openings is of course great. I mean, and with ChessBase you can do that. It's literally there is no other platform better than ChessBase for that.
For studying openings?
Yes.
Do you also recommend watching the video tutorials, or is it more about the software itself to learn the opening tutorial, like yourself?
I think depends on level. Depends on your level. If you are already, let's say, rated player, I think you can study it by yourself. But you can also watch some videos to understand how they do it and so on. But of course, I think the best way for everyone to work on chess is you study opening, then you play online, you practice it, or you can even try to play against computer, and then computer beats you.
And then you have to check
and
why.
then you do again. Yeah, or you play from the opposite side. Let's say you want to play it with white, but you let the computer beat you with white, and then you understand more. I mean, there are many ways of working on chess, and basically some people play online all day long, and that works for them. So yeah, there are many ways to work. Some people just read books. They don't use computer, for example. They don't look at the evaluation. Yeah, like they don't look at Stockfish says this, and that's it. Yeah, I do this, and yeah, there are so many ways of working on chess. But I feel like the best advice that I can give is that try new things. You can try, I mean, I mentioned a lot of ways, yeah? You can try them and see which one works for you the best. For example, I mean, solving puzzles is not working for many people. I mean, top players, I can name at least 3.
Who are not even
Yeah, they
touching
don't
them, right?
solve
Yeah.
puzzles. They didn't solve. They just, yeah. Because during the game, you don't know that puzzle, like, this is the moment. Yes, of course, there is pattern recognition as well.
Yeah.
But still, when you don't know that this is the moment,
It doesn't help.
Yes, it doesn't help that much. Yeah.
Interesting.
That's why solving puzzles, for example, every day for a couple of hours, it's sort of waste of time. I think it's better to read some books that have middle game structures. That way you at least understand the game more. So, and that's what I actually don't like about many coaches as well. Because, I mean, what I see, at least, yeah, what I hear as well, is that they just give you puzzles. It's like, I can do that at home as well. Yeah.
Interesting,
I think
right? We were
it's
talking
very
about
hard.
this yesterday
Yes.
a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
you know whom I'm talking about. Yeah.
yeah.
But let's not mention.
Absolutely. No,
No,
but
but
it is
also I think it's very hard to be a chess coach.
Yeah.
It's very hard job.
Yeah.
To be a good coach, it's very hard. You need to prepare material. I'm not against puzzles, but even these puzzles, they have to be picked very wisely. Like you have to pick positions where that make sense, that you can actually get in the real game as well.
It's super interesting what you're saying. So what I'm hearing, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but I think what you were, or how you were learning chess is you were putting in the work yourself. There was not that much coming from the outside to go like, you should do your chess. You were just fascinated by the game, you were learning,
Yes, yeah,
and you were doing. So when you say like learning openings with ChessBase, yes, that's true. ChessBase is kind of like at the gym. You go inside and you do your exercise and you get better at them. But often enough, I also see people who cannot have this self willpower or this motivation. So if there's a coach, even if it would be for the gym, and the coach would just stand there, like it says, like
Yes,
today's
do this, yes.
1 o'clock, it's time for your exercises. That's what gets them going. But
Yes.
I think you have a very, very good point that if it's intrinsically coming from your own
No, but
wanting
I
to learn
understand.
chess.
I understand that it's very hard. I understand that many people, they don't have that desire. I mean, now I don't have it as well. Like, it would be very hard for me. I mean, I have the desire of studying chess, but it's not the same. Like, you cannot just open a book and look what, I don't know, Capablanca played, because you understand that the way, it's not the way how the chess works now. So that's why, I mean, I try new ways of working, but of course, at my level, it's mostly about the opening, unfortunately. But I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, you have to work on openings, because I feel like if you are 26 to 2700, your levels are very close. I think it's just a matter of certain details, like some openings they know more, some positions they know more. I mean, yeah, that's why I think it's like I can name many players who are, let's say, who are 2700, but from a like if they play Fischer random against some other 2600, they most likely will lose. But because they are much harder working, so they know more openings, they have interesting ideas. But of course, yeah, I mean, it's nowadays it's still fun for me to work on chess, of course, but it's not the same as it used to be. Yeah, I cannot just open a book, sit in front of the chessboard, and look at classical games for 6 hours. I don't believe that it's useful anymore. That's the thing.
Fascinating. Yeah. I really like those thoughts. Aram, thank you so much for this interview.
You.
I wish you all the best for the future. And I hope I see a lot of more chess-based trainers coming from your part too, because I'm excited for them. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you very much.